Salut, euh, chers étudiants, et bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans la classe de français, culture et civilisation francophone. Donc, je m'appelle Madame Ghislaine Mimban and I will be your instructor for the fall 2026 semester. I wanted to take a few minutes to welcome you to the course and give you an overview of what you can expect this semester. So, bienvenue. Welcome. I'm very happy to have you in this class. So, let's begin with the course itself. So, I'm gonna go here to our syllabus here, okay? And we're going to talk about our course description. So, the culture et civilisation francophone is an exploration of the francophone world. Okay, so when we hear the word French, we sometimes immediately think about France, okay, the country, la France, but French is spoken in many different parts of the world. And that's really what we're going to explore together this semester. So, we're going to look at the history, culture, societies, languages, literature, art, and everyday life of people to le monde francophone. We will explore different regions, including Europe, West and Central Africa, la région des Grands Lacs, or the Great Lake region, the Indian Ocean, the Arab world, Southeast Asia, the Pacific, the Caribbean, and North America. So, as we move from one region to another, I want you to pay attention to both the similarities and the differences that exist across Francophone culture. One of my main goals for this course is for you to understand that there isn't just one Francophone identity. La francophonie is incredibly diverse. Et le monde francophone, il est différent. Okay? So now let's talk about uh, your course, your course material for this class. So, okay, let's talk about your course material. The good news is there is no traditional textbook to purchase for this course, okay? So instead, we're going to use a variety of reading, video, website, and other online resources. Everything you need each week will be available in the corresponding module in GoView. So here on the content, if you can see here on the content, you have the syllabus, the week one lesson video is this video, and week two, week three, and so on. So each week will be available, so you will have all the material you need available in your corresponding module, okay? So please make it an habit to check GoView regularly. So how our online course work? So this is an asynchronous online course. That means we will not have a regular class meeting at a specific time every week. However, asynchronous does not mean that you can wait until the end of the week or the end of the semester to do your work. Each week you will have course material to review, a lesson video to watch, and activities or assignment to complete. So I strongly recommend that you log into GoView several times through the week. So please don't wait until Sunday night to look at everything for the first time. Okay? Trust me, that will make your life much easier. So, what we're going to have each week. So each week, uh, weekly classwork, you have the weekly lesson response. Okay, so uh, like I say, most week you will have a lesson video to watch. Okay, and as you're watching the lesson, you will see question or topic that I want you to think about. This will help you reflect on the material and make connection between the different cultures and region we are studying. Your weekly lesson response will normally be submitted in the Dropbox for that week's module. They are due by Sunday at 11:59. Okay, so make sure you're watching the entire lesson and responding to the question. Okay, so the cahier francophone. Another important part of our course is something called the cahier francophone. This is our discussion board. During the first week of class, you will choose a francophone country or region that you would like to follow during the semester. So this week, you're going to choose a francophone country or a region that you would like to follow during the semester. So each week you will find something interesting connected to your country or region. It could be a current news article, an artist, music, a podcast, a cultural event, or another topic that interests you. Okay? Hmm. So, your original post is due Wednesday at 11:59, and after that, you will read what your classmates have shared. So, you will respond to at least three classmates by Sunday at 11:59. And here is something important, please. Don't respond with only that's interesting or I agree. We want to have actual conversation. You can ask question, make connection, share your thought, and use this discussion board as an opportunity to learn about other part of the Francophone world from your classmate. Okay? So, the presentation, another presentation, you will also complete two presentations during the semester. Both presentation will focus on the Francophone country or region that you selected. And for your first presentation, you will introduce us to the general culture and history of your country or region. Okay? And for your second presentation, you will choose one particular aspect that interests you and explore it in greater depth. So you will find detailed instruction in the presentation module in GoView. So if you look here, this is the presentation module, and you're going to find all the information related to that. So the presentation assignment explanation, how to record and post your presentation, and bref, everything you need your presentation. Okay, so let's go back here to our syllabus. We were talking about presentation. Yes. Okay, so another important and interesting part of our course will be le projet de film. Okay, So now let's talk about let's talk about something I'm really looking forward to. So the film, the movie. Film is going to be an important part of our exploration of Francophone culture. So during the semester, we will watch three films. The first is Fat Kine, directed by Semben Ousmane. The second is Un homme qui crie, directed by Saleh Haroun Mahamat. And the third is Monsieur Lazare, directed by Philippe Farado. Okay? So each film connect to region and time you will be studying during the semester. The date listed on the syllabus and guideline for when you should watch each movie. I strongly encourage you to follow that schedule. Okay, so watching the film around the suggested date will help you make connection between the movies and what we are studying in the course. So you will find information about accessing the movie in the project film. Like you can see here, the project, okay, the project film. You will find all the information here, there, okay? You are not expected to purchase the film. So, like I said, the three films, Fat Kiné, Monsieur Lazare, Un homme qui crie, the two first, Monsieur Lazare et Un homme qui crie, you can find them on Tubi TV. It's free. You just have to watch with some ads on it. And so Tubi is a free streaming service supported by advertisement. So you can find the two first movie, Un homme qui crie et Monsieur Lazare on it. And the third one, Fat Kiné, I'm going to give you Fat Kiné information later in this course, okay? So please do not wait until the last minute to watch a film because if you experience difficulty accessing one of the film, please contact me by email as soon as possible. So final exam. So these three films will eventually come together to your projet de film, okay? This assignment serve you as your final exam. For the project, you will write a thematic analysis comparing the three movies and examining their representation of culture in the Francophone world. And this is very important. This is not simple a movie review, and it's not a summary of what happened in the movie. Okay, I want you to analyze as you watch each film. Take note. Think about things like identity, family, language, culture, history, education, social issue, relationship, and other topic that connect with what we are studying. Okay, so you will be watching the movie at different point during the semester. So don't rely on your memory when it's time to write your final paper. Take note while you watch the movie. Okay, those notes will make your final project much easier. And your project, the film, is due, I think, on December the 4th, yeah, at 11:59, okay? And so let's talk about your final grade. Let me go back to our syllabus here and talk about your final grade. Now, let's quickly look at how your final grade is calculated, okay? You have the preparation and participation is 30%, the discussion board 30%, the presentation 20%, and the project, the film is 20%. So as you can see, your weekly participation and discussion work make up a significant portion of your final grade. That means consistency is very, very important. Okay, so stay engaged, keep up with your weekly work, and don't allow assignment to accumulate. Okay, and yes, for the communication part, because this is an online course, communication is especially important. If you have question of if you're having difficulty with something, please reach out to me, okay? The best way to contact me is by email on my school email, okay? And I'm also available for by appointment through Zoom. So if you want to talk about something, if you are confused about an assignment, having trouble accessing course material, or experiencing another issue, uh, please don't wait until the end of the semester to contact me. Okay, you can send me an email. You can make an appointment with Zoom on Zoom with me, and we can talk about it. I'm here to help you succeed in this course. Okay. So before we finish, there is one more thing I want you to keep in mind through the semester. Okay, we're going to encounter culture, history, perspective, and experiences that may be different from our own. That's one of the things that make studying the Francophone world so interesting. In this course, we're going to approach those differences with respect, curiosity, humility, and kindness. So my goal is that by the end of this course, you will have a much broader understanding of what La Francophonie really means, and a greater appreciation for the incredible diversity of the French-speaking world. Okay, I'm looking forward to working with all of you and learning together this semester. Again, welcome, bienvenue dans notre classe de culture et civilisation francophone. Je vous souhaite à tous un excellent semestre et à très bientôt, c'est-à-dire la semaine prochaine pour notre seconde semaine euh, de notre classe de français sur la culture et la civilisation du monde francophone. Euh, sur ce, portez-vous bien et n'hésitez pas, si vous avez des questions, vous pouvez m'écrire, m'envoyer un email et puis je suis là pour vous aider, pour répondre à vos questions. Donc, au revoir et je dirai à bientôt. Au revoir.